ever.
Previously on T-Man 978.
This shirt is a crazy, super duper pliable material, and he has two ratchet joints inside of the body so you can have ab crunch. That was my main problem with this line.
T-Man 978 Chill Review.
Hello everyone, T-Man 978. Right now I am reviewing G.I. Joe Classified Series number 112, G.I. Joe Agent Clutch with the VAMP Multi-Purpose Attack Vehicle. This package is impressive. It is heavy. Definitely friggin' heavy. It feels like something mechanical is in there. You see Clutch. This is very, very freaking retro. I love it. I love that they didn't go complete 100% closed box, because that looks awesome to be able to see him in there like that. Here is the side image. Here is the stuff that they deem important, which is hard for me to freaking show off with these cameras. Let me put those down. I'm on with those lights, sorry. There's that. We see that he is 6.3 inches or 161 millimeters. Here's this artwork right there. This, I believe, is a HasbroPulse.com exclusive, but here it is. I pre-ordered. I had to cancel my pre-order, and G Tony sent me this one. Thank you so much. Okay, here's everything out of the packaging. I actually filmed an unboxing experience where I showed how it was actually packaged, showed what I had to do to get the stuff out of the package, and I lined everything up. But basically, we got the VAMP itself, Clutch with his helmet that was already on, and his firearm that was in there. From the window you could see, you get the 4 tires, you get this minigun mount with this piece that's already attached, the 2 miniguns, the minigun cartridges with the bullets already attached to it. If it separates, I'm not going to do that. Fire extinguisher, axe, wrench, shotgun, helmet. That's not a replacement head. It's an actual helmet that goes over the head. So anybody should be able to use that. Hopefully that has a small head or similar shaped head without a bunch of crazy hairstyle. You get the shovel, the pouch, or the little utility thing that sits on top of the VAMP. This piece right here, which is another utility thing, I don't know what that dude does. 3 sets of fog lamps, 2 gas canisters, and they are full. They are not like hollow on one side. And these 2 handles for the roll bar, so somebody can hold that while they're riding. I'm going to start things off with Clutch because he's probably the last thing you're interested in. But you should be interested in because he is phenomenal. This is one of the best G.I. Joe figures that I've messed with. They've had a lot of good Cobra with like some of the troop builders, but this, just like Grunt, is surprisingly good. First off, let's look at this detail right here in his utility belt on his leg. All this stuff is already molded to it and painted, but the wrench is removable if you want. This belt is a floating separate piece. The gun right there, the gun can be removed. The holster is attached to the actual vest. Look at that, got the G.I. Joe star. Awesome. It does have an accessory port, but that can fit into there. This vest is very soft and pliable. He does have tattoos. He has this lady tattoo on his arm. Thank you, Hasbro. In this day and age of PC, you can get a busty lady right there. And he has this tattoo right here. What basically looks like a racing flag, and I'm not quite sure what that is. Let's see if we can enhance some more. Maybe it's upside down. I'm not sure what that is, but look at that, a closer look at that. This is awesome. And he has the US flag. Like, they've been trying to get away from America, but it actually freaking even says United States right there on the VAMP. But to show you more details, his uniform reminds me a lot of Mutt. About the only thing that I can sit here and complain about as far as how he looks is the hinge being visible at the bottom right there. It's not painted, so you can clearly see that hinge. But he is so great, I can give it a pass. And let's look at his face. The face, let me turn on this light. This face is great. Look at it. His hair is kind of tapered at the bottom, so it's lighter, like he actually had a haircut recently. And he's a good looking guy. I'm not afraid to say that like some people. But that's all nice. Let's get into the articulation. The head is on the dumbbell joint, so it can move up like that and can move down and rotate, of course, and tilt some on the dumbbell. But the base of the neck is actually on the ball, and it freely moves. It can make him look down like that, and it helps with this up ability. I kind of wish that all my figures could look all the way friggin' up, but that is good, to be honest. And of course, the neck can rotate, but it's very hard to grab to do. The arms go out more than 90. Of course, they rotate. And this butterfly joint, thank you. It is so free moving. This is like the only figure that I can think of, besides the one that have the rotating disc post, that has a free moving butterfly like that. It's usually so tight and fights you. You got the bicep swivel, the pinless double jointed elbows that goes up like that. And by the way, all of these joints are like, I didn't have to heat it up at all. This wrist hinges in and out and rotates, while this one goes up and down. And he does have this watch detail right there in that arm. The ab crunch, it goes back. This vest is so pliable. It goes back and it even crunches forward. Like, wow, thank you. The waist is on the ball joint, and that can help with crunching backwards and forwards as well. Hips drop down, can kick forward more than 90 degrees as a result. Go back because the butt diaper piece is soft. Can go out to the side that much. Not a full 100% split, but good enough. You can swivel right there. Pinless double jointed knees. Didn't have to heat them up. They pretty much move without fighting you. Some of them are very, very tight. Swivel there. Foot goes all the way back. Kicks forward. And ankle pivot. And here is the bottom of the boot right there with the peg hole. Here he is with this helmet on. This helmet isn't tight, but it does stay on. And here he is with this helmet up close, which does have the optical readouts and whatnot. And it has the, I think this is the Dragonfly and Tiger Force style detail right there. But that fits on his head. I'll see if it fits on somebody like Grunt later, because I'm definitely going to have Grunt and CoverGirl out here, and Mutt, because they really go well with him. Here he is holding the handgun. The shotgun, I don't think the shotgun is new. I could be wrong. It might be the same one that came with General Hawk. The shotgun, unfortunately, it does have some gummy property. So, depending on how you have his arm, you will be bending that up. Unless you don't put his arm in there, period, and just have him holding it. The grip on this axe is not tight because that handle is small, but he is holding it. But it's not very much of a tight grip. You want to point that out. Here he is with the shovel. Of course, you can pose it how you want, but this is what I came up with. Here he is wielding the minigun. This has nothing to attach to, but yeah, there you are. It can be held. And the thumb even goes over the little buttons right there. Fire extinguisher and one of the gas canisters. And I almost forgot the wrench. And now the VAMP without the wheels on it. That's not an optical illusion. That's actually tinted up there, which is cool. These hooks actually move. This winch actually comes out with a hook on the end, so you can actually attach it to something, and then you just spin this to roll that back up in there. It's not very tight, but maybe you don't want it to be tight. But now that's up in there. One impressive thing besides the detail and the dashboard, everything's painted and whatnot. They have a radar apparently, because it has a screen right there showing the stuff. The steering wheel of course spins, but the impressive thing is these side view mirrors right there. They're actually 100% reflective. I'm used to a piece of silver tape that's not really reflective. Now, what I'm seeing in the camera is not as clear. It is HD. My finger is HD in real life on that mirror. It is like really, really reflective. There you go. That's one example of my thumb all the way back here. Here's this angle. G.I. Joe. All that. It says stay away on the back. You have a hook for another vehicle. This is, no, it's not pliable, but it does rotate. It's a separate piece. Yeah, let's figure it. Let me put the tires on, which looks like that. They clip in there. And to let you see, they did put suspension. I'm gonna let you see how that works before I put the tires on. But of course, they clip in this direction. Do that on all four sides. I'll do it. I'll finish it on camera. I know that's satisfying for somebody. But wow, working suspension. That's great. What I didn't show yet is the hood actually opens. So that happens. And then this window can push down. So if you need to shoot people. And the rear view mirror is not reflective, but you can see it through there. There is a hook right there. I'm guessing the fire extinguisher goes through this. Yes. I'm gonna have to figure out everything. Maybe it hooks onto that part. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out everything as I go, to be honest with you. Now I know this gun mount goes up here. And there are two peg-on points right here. On the bottom of the railgun, there are 3 empty slots. So there is hollowness that goes into that center one. So line it up. Why is this not working with me? Off camera, I did this already. But that is capable of going up and down like that. These ammo cartridges fit in there like this. And of course they plug in to there like that. Alright, I'm not sure how accurate this is, but I just rearranged the bullet belt to look like this instead. That stays a little bit better. On the packaging, maybe that's how they have it. I can't really tell. They don't add instructions with any G.I. Joe type things. I can only think of maybe one time where they had instructions, so there's that. And of course, the 2 gas canisters can sit in there like that. The roll bar handles. Let's see if this looks different. No, they're identical on both sides, so you just clip that on how you see fit. shut this windshield. There we go. That, of course, they can slide backward and forward. But I'm guessing it goes in the center. It's thicker right there. It's smoother in the back. Up here, we have this spot for the shovel. And we have this area right here with this utility pouch right there. And this thing, I'm still not sure what this is, but there's a bigger hole at the bottom and a smaller in the top, so as you can imagine, it would sit like that. And let's let you see it just looking like this. This is a complete version before I put the optional fog lights on. But the lights, you can put all of these identical. Let me make sure. Yeah, all three of these are identical. You put these right here, and we can put two up here. I'm gonna move this down. Get them kind of together like that. Back here, I'm not sure if this is what it's supposed to be for, but there is a slot or a groove where we can put this axe, I would imagine. Now his shotgun, I don't know. Is there a little place where we can put the shotgun in there? Besides just have it sitting here at the ready inside of the seat. But let's put this here, and let's put clutch actually beside it. And I'm gonna bring the camera down. So this is how tall he is. Actually standing up beside it. His head does appear to be slightly lower than the fog lights, depending on how you're looking at it. Now there is a lot of leg space under there, but this is the only prep I'm doing. I'm going to come up from the top and put them down into here. Coming in from the side, I guess you could do it for posing, but getting him in here will be a struggle if you try to do it from the side. Of course, at this point we can put the hands on the steering wheel, which does spin, and give him his helmet. Now sitting all the way down in there, his head is only slightly, let me move this up, slightly above the roll bar. Here he is from this angle. Now, being honest with you, I don't think they went one-to-one with what an actual vehicle like this would be like, because it's not so much a seat. It's like a something that would be in a cockpit of something, because the legs are pretty much straight out, which makes getting him posed in there easier. But it's definitely, and I'm only bringing, this isn't a complaint for me. I'm bringing this up because people are anal as hell and they want to know everything. But yeah, the seat, you don't really have to bend the knees to get him in a seat like you would in real life. You just pretty much straighten the legs out. The same thing for the hiss, to be honest. Let me try to lighten things up if I can. But there's a little lump underneath of the front of the seat. Can you see that? Trying to get details on there, but that's the pattern they have in there. So now to try to remember where I was. Here he is inside of there. Let's do another spin around. This thing is made out of good plastic. If I didn't mention that, it feels awesome. It does not feel cheap at all. At all. In the slightest. Even these bars on the side when I was clipping this stuff on it. About the flimsiest type thing I can mention is this tab connection. It is secure, but yeah. And the way the bullets sit up there. I mean, now that I've figured that out, they are there. And here's this stuff. Now the only thing left over, now that I've put it all together, is the helmet, which can sit in this seat beside him, and this gun, which can also sit right there. I've asked my expert plastic addict, since he decides to watch every single video out there in the internet world. I'm a reviewer. I'm going to sit here and be honest with you, and I feel, please don't be offended to my reviewer friends. I'm already reviewing G.I. Joe. They are simple stuff. I don't watch every single video that gets put up unless somebody gets it way early and I am desperate, but this was something I could wait on. So I have not watched any other reviews. And I was able to get this hood to just fasten shut tight just now. Will I be able to get it back open? Yeah, so it actually clips on the side tight if you want that to make sure that's really, really secure. And let's show him with this down. There we are with that down. So conclusion, awesome set right here. Awesome set. Not only is the vehicle good and has a lot of options as far as display, the actual action figure is spectacular. Comparison parade time. Here he is at a slightly ground level look. Here's this right here. And keep in mind, I do have them crap. This is the RAM cycle, and I'm blanking on his name right now. Alright, I put him a little bit more leaned forward. But that's what we're working with the most direct G.I. Joe weapon, G.I. Joe vehicle comparison I could come up with. Here's a 1/12 scale Maestro Harley right there. Here's the Cobra coil. Here's the treble bubble. And I got a piece that I ordered from some website that allows a Mezco stand to fit in there. But there you are up against the treble bubble. The anti-air drone right here. Serpentor and his glider. The Fortnite motorboat, which in itself was a $75 product. So I guess the VAMP would technically be a $75 product. We're breaking the fourth wall here with my display area because it's so huge. Here's this. Now the VAMP feels better and the VAMP does way more. It has all it had was that missile right there. That's all it had. And these rockets open up. And of course the steering wheel spins and the chair rotates. I mean, it's substantial and it's nicely painted, but the VAMP has all it has going on with accessories and whatnot. And the suspension and the working gun turret and everything else it can do. Then of course there's the hiss. Substantially bigger than this VAMP. Ugh. Oh no. It's hard to grab this thing without pulling on the light bar right here. So it's hard to move this thing at all without touching these lights. If you want to see more on this guy, I have a full review and an unboxing, I believe. But it is way longer than the VAMP. Oh yeah, this Buzz Lightyear drill thing that female figures can fit in comfortably and males not so much. But I don't know, I might have had a video on that. I didn't review it, I don't think. But I definitely put a link up somewhere on my Facebook page because it was consistently like $5 and $6 for a long time. All right, one more vehicle comparison is the Fortnite glider right here, one of their gliders. But here he is with some partners going out on the adventure with him. We got Mutt in the back manning the miniguns. We got CoverGirl riding shotgun with Junkyard right here. So there's an idea of something you could do right there. And let's push this forward so we can actually see them in there. There we are. Isn't that cool? Things you can do. And here's how I have Mutt up here on the back. I don't know if there's a proper way to do this. But yeah, maybe 1 foot up there. I don't know. I don't know how a real person would actually be manning that. But there you are. This thing is cool. Here he is next to Grunt. And let's see if Grunt can fit this helmet on top of his head. Yep. He can. Remember, Grunt just came with this helmet, which is actually a separate head sculpt. It's not a mask. So you can do that. And their helmets are completely, totally different. Here are both of them with the helmets on. Of course, his helmet is a little bit wider because it's not just a secondary head. And while I brought up his shoulders, but this one has buttery smooth motion in the butterfly joints as well. This has been one of my favorite figures. But yeah, to put a capper on things, this is an awesome set. I think it's fully worth it. It is awesome. Not only is the vehicle amazing and have a whole bunch of options and whatnot, like I showed that winch up front, and everything else it could do. The actual action figure, like I said more than once, is really, really great. Normally people buy these things specifically for the vehicle, but the actual figure being good is awesome. This overlay is very soft and doesn't hinder the ab articulation. Perfection. And the ball down there is good, and all the rest of the joints are good. And it's covered in detail. Has optioned with this helmet, that helmet, more than one weapon accessory, a bunch of things for him to interact with. It's great. Can't complain. Thank you, G Tony. Thank you everybody who is watching this video. I really appreciate you, especially the ones that are subscribed to me. You took the time out to click the button and didn't just scroll past my video. Thank you. I appreciate you. Until next time, T-Man978 out of here. Here's a comparison I forgot to do.
Figure action.
That one's me.
Join the Syndicate Toy Hunters Facebook group. Link in the description.
Click the videos. Click the videos, baby. Click the videos. You should really click these videos. Click the videos.